got it. Oh, my, right on his head, on his neck. What does this mean for Paul Diamond? We're just weeks away from a title match. Paul Diamond just proved to the world that he is Penta. Here comes Tanaka. Tanaka back in the ring. But again on Paul Diamond.
Yeah, I understand. The guy's hurt badly. You gotta hold the next match. We've got a problem here. Paul Diamond has been hurt badly, guys.
Well, Pat, you want to let me in on this secret? Who's the man that scared Kevin Sullivan out of the country?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I'm dying to know. Our viewers are dying to know.
Well, I tell you, it's the one, the only, the original Sheik.
The Sheik?
So tell that to Kevin and Taz. Ha!
It's not a secret anymore. You're watching NWA Eastern Championship Wrestling, and Pat Tanaka has chosen for his partner this Saturday night, February 5th at the ECW Arena, the one, the only, the original, the Sheik. That's right, Tanaka and the Sheik will challenge for the ECW Tag Team titles when they face champions Kevin Sullivan and the Tazmaniacs with Woman in their corner. Hello, everyone. I'm Joey Styles in the Eagles Nest high above the ECW Arena. Thankful that I'm not Keith Shearer or Mikey Whipwreck, who are in the ring awaiting the champions Kevin Sullivan and the Tazmaniacs, who have just heard the news. They've got to face the Sheik this Saturday night, and they are none too happy about it. Here come your ECW Tag Team champions, the Tazmaniacs and Kevin Sullivan, now well aware that this Saturday night they must fend off the challenge of Tanaka and the original Sheik, and they are going to work on Shearer and Ripwreck, wasting no time. Shearer thrown from the ring. The Tazmaniac follows him right out. Sullivan does the same with Ripwreck. Shearer hits the guardrail on the outside. The Tazmaniac goes to work, and Ripwreck does the same. Sullivan and Tazmaniac do not appear to be intimidated in the least about facing the Sheik this Saturday night. Sullivan now setting up Ripwreck with the chair, and did you hear that impact? Did you hear the impact as that chair smacked the skull of young Mikey Ripwreck, who is now being thrown from pillar to post, from one corner to the other of this ECW arena. Here comes the Tazmaniac, and again, oh, right to the face of Ripwreck. He's out on his feet. He's out on the floor. Sullivan now throwing Ripwreck back into the ring and working over Shearer while he is out there. Shearer hits the ring post, the back of his neck collides with that steel, and that steel ring post will not give. Back in the ring, the Tazmaniac setting up Ripwreck for a suplex. You know, if he could drive you through the canvas, he most certainly would do that. These two showing no mercy to Ripwreck as Ripwreck is shot in, and double clothesline that floors Mikey Ripwreck. These two injured Paul Diamond just last week. I believe they are trying to do the same to young Mikey Ripwreck, just for the purpose of sending a message to Tanaka and the Sheik, who they will face powerbomb this Saturday night. There's the tag. Back in comes the Tasmanian suplex machine. The Tazmaniac, who picks up the lifeless Ripwreck. Meanwhile, on the outside, Shearer again hits the steel. Tazmaniac scooping up Ripwreck and setting him up. For I know exactly what's coming. You can bet in just a few moments, Kevin Sullivan will go to work on the helpless Ripwreck. There's the tag, and there goes Sullivan. Yeah, we know what's coming up like a bat out of hell. Clear across the ring like a runaway train. Ripwreck catches the full 250 pounds of Kevin Sullivan. The Tazmaniac sets him loose. Oh, this kid can't even defend himself. The Tazmaniac, one half of the champions, now setting up Mikey Ripwreck. Akira hits the outside. Sullivan gonna... Oh, my God. And Ripwreck hits hard. He's done. Please cover him and end this. 2 and 3. Thank heaven this match is over. But you can bet this is just the beginning of what we are going to see this Saturday night when the titles are on the line. Tanaka and the Sheik debate these two deranged individuals as if women could control either one of them. I say not. There are Kevin Sullivan and the Tazmaniac. The Tazmaniac should be institutionalized. He should be committed. He should be locked up along with women and Kevin Sullivan. Despite what we have just seen, I would not want to be either one of these two men as they must face a vengeful Pat Tanaka and a lunatic in the Sheik. Violence? Yes. Bloody? Definitely. Fire? Probably. These two are in for the fight of their life, and quite frankly, if I were either one of them or both of them, I would consider a one-way plane ticket out of Philadelphia sometime between now and Saturday evening. Let's go to the replay. Sullivan with his chair, and did you hear the impact? If there are 100 ways to use a chair as a weapon, you can bet these two know 101. Sullivan looked on, Ripwreck was in the lights, then came the 3 count this Saturday night. Sullivan, Tazmaniac, the Sheik, Tanaka. And throughout this hour, we'll be examining the 3 men who will challenge one another this Saturday night for the ECW Heavyweight Championship. I'm speaking, of course, about the champion himself, Terry Funk, the former champion, managed by Paulie Dangerously Sabu, and the man who Sabu originally upset to win that title, the franchise, Shane Douglas. Right now, we're going to take a look at the franchise in action in a recent matchup as he faced the challenge of the up-and-coming 22-year-old Tommy Dreamer. And following the matchup, we'll get comments from the man who took Terry Funk to a 45-minute time limit draw on this program just 2 weeks ago, the franchise, Shane Douglas. Dreamer following up on Douglas. Up and over goes the franchise. And Dreamer now has things going his way as his more experienced opponent is looking worse for wear. And now it's Tommy Dreamer slapping away at Shane Douglas, who attempted to embarrass his younger opponent earlier in this matchup. Tommy Dreamer now with the side headlock on Shane Douglas. Douglas, a man with greatness written all over him, an athlete who has yet to reach his prime. Beautiful suplex on Tommy Dreamer out of nowhere, and that is why Shane Douglas is so dangerous. He can hit you from any time, anywhere, any position, with any wrestling hold. Douglas now ascends to the top turnbuckle and misses with the forearm. Shane misses the forearm, and he is hurt. He is favoring. Dreamer takes him over, and now Dreamer slowing down the tempo. Dreamer controlling the pace of the match. Dreamer taking over on the franchise. And if Shane Douglas has not yet reached his prime, the same can be said about Tommy Dreamer. You can bet Dreamer aspires to reach the level that Shane Douglas is at right now, and you can also bet that Dreamer will reach that point in less time than the franchise Shane Douglas. Dreamer now again wrenching that arm. Oh, Shane Douglas is in pain, and it is showing in his entire body as he is down on both knees, shaking his head. No, he will not submit. Dreamer now grabbing the franchise by the hair. Douglas backs Dreamer to the corner and lays in the right hand, make it 2. And a chop. Boy, he's favoring that arm. Dreamer whipped in. Here comes Douglas, meets the foot of Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer saw that coming. You know, he wrestled. Clothesline. Clothesline by Tommy Dreamer. He's got to follow up. There's the mark of inexperience. Dreamer could have gone for a cover at that point. I believe Dreamer off the ropes. Missed the clothesline from the far side. Sherry grabbed his leg, and there goes Dreamer after Sherry. Get her, Tommy, get her. Sherry now running for her dear life through the legs of the franchise. And that is smart wrestling. That is smart teamwork by the camp of Douglas and Sherry Martel. Of course, Sherry and Douglas went their separate ways when the Dangerous Alliance exploded months ago here in Eastern Championship Wrestling when Paulie Dangerously surprised Shane Douglas with his new bodyguard, Sabu. Douglas immediately rejected Sabu, dangerously siding with that whirlwind of destruction. Sabu then coming back to replace the Sandman, upsetting Shane Douglas for the title. That led into this entire three-way situation, of course, which now involves ECW champion Terry Funk. Oddly enough, it was Shane Douglas who knocked out Sabu, allowing Funk to win that title. I know it seems complicated, but you can bet these three will find a way to simplify the title situation here in Eastern Championship Wrestling in the weeks to come, as now Shane Douglas taking over on Tommy Dreamer, and we are definitely seeing a classic matchup between two quality athletes. Oddly enough, Shane Douglas not that much older than Tommy Dreamer, but those few years of experience make a world of difference in the world of professional wrestling. And with a few years under his belt, you can bet Tommy Dreamer will be able to employ the same ring strategy, the same ring generalship as is currently being employed by the franchise Shane Douglas. Douglas using the ropes for leverage, trying to choke out Tommy Dreamer, of course, wisely. Every time the referee looks up, Douglas able to get his foot off the rope. Oh, the referee now questioning Douglas. Did you use the ropes? He's going to confess. Yes, referee, I used the ropes. Please make me break the hold. I never did understand that. But Douglas, a crafty veteran, nevertheless, riding Tommy Dreamer now with all of his body weight. Dreamer's got to find a way out of this. Dreamer attempting to stand? Will Dreamer stand with Shane Douglas? Yes, Shane Douglas up on the shoulders, and down goes the franchise. Tommy Dreamer, with every ounce of strength, with all the fight in his young body, somehow able to muster that power to stand with the 235-pound franchise on his shoulders and send him crashing through the canvas. Both men fight to get to their feet, and now it's Shane Douglas scooping Dreamer and slamming him down to the canvas. Oh, he's in pain. Douglas's lower back is definitely worse for wear. As again, the franchise going to the top turnbuckle. Oh, no. Oh, he's in trouble. This may be a mistake by the franchise. Where is Sherry? She should be telling him to get off the top rope. Here he comes. And the foot. The franchise beats the boot of Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer on instinct alone, able to raise that foot. The tide has turned. The hunter has become the hunted. And Tommy Dreamer now, the momentum in his corner. Douglas shut off. Power slam by Tommy Dreamer. Cover. 1, 2, and oh my, so close. 2.5 from a major upset. And Tommy Dreamer now all over the franchise, peppering him with a series of right hands. Dreamer now chopping away. And Irish whip across the ring. Douglas in hard. Here comes Dreamer, follows up with an elbow. Shane Douglas just came wobbling out of that corner and met an elbow. And now it's Tommy Dreamer with Douglas. No reversal on the Irish whip. Dreamer ducks the clothesline off the ropes, rolling up the franchise. 1, 2, and oh, just misses the 3 count. He's got his hands on Sherry. Sherry's gonna get hers now. She just lost the chain to Douglas. Douglas has that chain again. He's not above using it. We've seen it before. Right on the point of the jaw. Dreamer not called again by Douglas. This is the 3rd time Shane has used the chain on Dreamer, and no, not another 3 count. This is the 3rd time a charm that Shane Douglas, a man who claims to be a classic athlete, has used that chain on Tommy Dreamer. This man will sink to any depth. This man will cheat any ways possible to win the ECW title. With the referee now questioning. Yes, the referee now questioning the franchise about that chain. Well, where'd the chain go? We need the evidence. If we could just get the evidence, perhaps we get this decision reversed. Justice would be served. We're going to have to go to the replay here. Reversal on the Irish whip just moments ago. It was Dreamer ducking the punch by Douglas. Going for the roll-up. I thought Dreamer had the match won. 1, 2 count only. Dreamer then going face-to-face with Sherry. I thought he would lose his gentlemanly composure and actually slap Shane Douglas' manager. But no, it was Douglas with the chain. Point to the jaw of Tommy Dreamer. That was all a cover. You could have counted to 100. 2 and 3. Your winner, the franchise, Shane Douglas. I'm on the phone right now with the athlete we just saw in the ring, the franchise, Shane Douglas, who claims he will not be questioned by myself or anyone here at NWA Eastern Championship Wrestling. However, the former ECW heavyweight champion claims he has a statement to make. He will attempt to phone it in from his private training facility in what he calls the greatest city in the state of Pennsylvania. Speaking, of course, of Pittsburgh. Shane, Mr. Douglas, yes. We're on the air. the floor is all yours.
This Saturday night, Terry Funk, Sabu, you both will find out why Shane Douglas is now called the franchise, not of just ECW, but of all professional wrestling. This Saturday night, you both get the chance, as one old-timer said, to walk the aisle and find out what greatness is all about. Terry Funk, I've got to give you credit where credit's due. You've done what even George Foreman couldn't do, to get in the ring and take the very best in the sport today to the ultimate limit. But Terry Funk, this Saturday night, the games are over. We're done playing around. I'm going to take you and bash your brains out like the old man you are. Sabu, what can I say? You've made your mark on this sport. You've flung from chandelier to chandelier. You've thrown yourself from the ring to the floor. You've broken people's bones. And this Saturday night, you're going to try to do the same thing to Shane Douglas. But you see, Sabu, there's one thing you misunderstand. You've got great wrestling talent, but you haven't got the brains to back it up. Shane Douglas has got the wrestling talent, he's got the body, he's got the brain, and best of all, he's got the woman behind him to make it count.
Here we go, Johnny Hotbody versus Chad Austin. This match taped earlier this evening. Hotbody, local Broad Street bully. Now backing up Chad Austin. Will we see a clean break here? I doubt it. And yes, a cocky Hotbody backs out of the corner. I doubt we're seeing a change of heart or any sort of sportsmanship this evening.
Oh, Matty's in the house.
Matty, we're not on camera yet. I'm calling a match between Chad.
Is Shane still on the phone?
Shane's not on the phone. Do you want to use the phone? In fact, I'll give you Paulie's phone. You can call Peru
mind
Pro.
if I use the phone?
Go use the phone.
I'm going to go use the phone.
Use the phone. Chad Austin whipped into the corner. Here comes Johnny Hotbody. Hotbody hits hard.
Pete? Yeah.
Johnny Hotbody taking control on Chad Austin. Hotbody now drawing it up with our great fans at ringside. Austin in a world of hurt. As again, it's Hotbody whipping Austin out of the corner, and he hits hard. Here comes Johnny Hotbody. Hotbody missing with the splash in the corner. Chad Austin now going downstairs for the kick. Irish whip on Hotbody. Reversal. Austin goes into the corner face first. Here comes Johnny Hotbody and belly to back. Well, belly to back. Austin made an adjustment in midair not to land on the back of his neck. Came down face first. Nice adjustment by Chad Austin not to get knocked cold by the Broad Street bully. You know, that's ridiculous. It was a great suplex. There's no need to stomp away on this kid. If you think you've got a pin, by all means pin him. But don't punish him on TV. Whip in the corner, Hotbody. Wait a minute. Austin blocks it, going for a backside. We can have an upset. Do it. Oh, so close. So close to an upset. Spinning kick by Austin. Austin misses. Hotbody lost his balance. Hotbody just tumbled from the ring. Chad Austin going to the top. This kid will wager it all. Is he gonna... Chad Austin from the top on top of Hotbody. I think they knocked it. He knocked Hotbody cold and Chad Austin down as well. Go to the replay. Here you see a great suplex by Hotbody. Austin made an adjustment, but still knocked himself silly. Of course, from there, Johnny Hotbody stomped away on defenseless Chad. Yeah, right here. Yeah, what a bullet. Viciously stomping away on this kid. Chad Austin covering up. Hotbody tumbled from the ring. Here comes Chad Austin from the top. What guts by this kid. The underdog Chad Austin, and wham!
Yeah, style.
S-T-Y-L-E-S. That's right. 2. You like pepperoni?
I hate pepperoni.
Extra pepperoni. Lots extra. Large
While
price.
Matt's ordering a pizza with...
Yo, Stan! I got you a pie! I got you one of the large ones with pepperoni, baby! That's right, Stan, for you, baby!
While Matt's ordering a pizza with my money, it's obvious that Chad Austin is not going to be pushed around by anyone here in Eastern Championship Wrestling. He's a fighter.
Pepperoni.
Matty, excuse me, we're on the air.
Hold on 1 second, please.
You've been on assignment all week. What did you do? This past week, yeah.
This week, hey, you know what they had me do? They had me go out, interview some of the boys. I had a blast. Would you chill out for a second? So, what about it, JT?
Well, Matt, I've never fought Sabu. And Shane's a very tough competitor. And Terry Funk, no, I'm not going to get into that. Matter of fact, yeah, I will get into it. Terry Funk and I had something, a score to settle, something that would be resolved or it has to be settled one way or the other. But I'm sorry, man. You want to ask for a prediction? This is the prediction. Hurts to say it, but it has to be with Funk. I think, yeah, Funk will take it.
Here comes Jason. Maybe we can get his prediction. Hey, Jason, what do you think about Saturday night?
I predict that the most exciting thing at this Saturday night show will be the new suit that I'll be wearing. But, Matty, if you're really asking me, my prediction about the championship match, well, let's see. Paulie Dangerous is a very good friend of mine, and I know that his man Sabu will win. Right, babe?
Right.
I know.
Prediction? I can't give you a prediction. I'm the commissioner. Of course, I was going to give you a prediction. I'd probably be picking...
Who'd you be picking? Todd. What would he know anyway?
I got to worry about a dog collar match this Saturday night, and you want my prediction for the main event? I know you people think I'm so important, and you know what? My money's going on Shane Douglas. He's going to take it all the way, baby.
What do you say? He's brilliant.
Well, you know what, Matty? All three of these guys have cost me titles. Sabu, he jumped me right here when I was doing an interview and cost me a match for the belt with Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas, you stole one from me at Ultra Clash. Terry Funk, tag team title match. I had the sleeper on Johnny Hotbody. I've never been hit so hard with a chair in my life. And that's the reason why I'm going to go with the experience of Terry Funk in that match.
Hey, Sandman.
What are you doing here?
If I were you, I wouldn't worry about Terry Funk. I wouldn't worry about Sabu. I wouldn't worry about Shane Douglas. I would worry about the dog collar match.
Oh,
Get off my suit!
Hey,
Come on! Dog collar match!
What's going on here? Paulie Dangerously, what are your predictions for this Saturday night?
I can't believe you're asking me such a stupid question. What a schmuck. I can't believe the things that go on.
Paulie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry!
Well, it seems everyone here...
Yo, stand-up fan, I got you an extra large pizza with extra pepperoni on me, baby. It's coming about 15 minutes, yeah.
It seems everyone here in Eastern Championship Wrestling has an opinion regarding the big three-way heavyweight championship match this Saturday night at the ECW Arena. And, Matty, now I'm going to put you on the spot. We've got Terry Funk. We've got Shane Douglas. We've got Sabu. Who's going to walk out the champ?
Well, if that's the way you're going to put me on the spot, I got to tell you one thing. Shane Douglas, he's a bad dude. He'll pull something out. He'll hit you in the head. He'll knock you out. You won't even know it hit you.
Absolutely.
And you've got the man of many years of wisdom, Mr. Terry Funk. That's a man who almost choked you out of your socks, and I don't want to get him mad. And then you've got a man, a maniac man, sort of a man. I mean, I don't know what this guy is, but he's mad for the first time. That's one thing I wouldn't want to do to him. So if you think you're going to put me on the spot, Mr. Poindexter, Joey Buttafuoco wannabe, I don't think it's going to happen today, baby. Because I think these guys should fight each other, and the best man should win. And that's the way I think it should go. That's the way you put me on the spot, baby.
Well, mark the date and time. Joey Styles is going to have to agree with Matty in the house. I can't pick a winner either. We're talking about Terry Funk, Shane Douglas and Sabu. No matter what, though, it's going to be a fantastic matchup. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Call up 215-544-0421. Terry Funk, Shane Douglas, Sabu. The title's on the line this Saturday night at the ECW Arena. I'm not paying for that.
Hi. Just finished watching the Royal Rumble, and it was very, very entertaining. But when I was a kid, professional wrestling meant fighting, not being entertained. You want to see a man levitate? You want to have a match where you have to call a 900 number to find out who the winner is? By all means, enjoy that kind of product. But where I come from, the ECW stands for fighting. And that's what we're going to give you this Saturday night. Nothing but old-time hardcore fighting. You're going to see Terry Funk, Sabu, and Shane Douglas all go at it for the ECW heavyweight title. You're going to see the Tasmaniac and Kevin Sullivan with the original Sheik all in the ring at the same time. You're going to see Public Enemy and the Bruise Brothers. You're going to see 4 guys with dog collars with chains attached to them going at it in the ring, because here, they're not here to really entertain you. They're here to show each other who the toughest guy in town is. Come on down Saturday night, and you'll find out also.
Go ahead. Feast your eyes on Jason, the sexiest man on earth. And once again,
public enemy. The first generation of American children that are more afraid of living than dying. Take your hearts out, swallow them before you hit the floor, because I'm gonna knock you out. He's gonna knock you out. We're gonna knock you out.
Public enemy, very dominant body slam by Johnny Grunge. Dominating like I have never seen them dominate before. This crowd chanting Jailbird. And Johnny Grunge comes right down. All of his body weight. These fans have never been this excited, have never been this wild by anyone here at ECW. These two are a couple of thugs. Body slam by Johnny Grunge. There's the tag. The Flyboy, Rocco Rock. Leg drop. These two may very well be unstoppable. What's next on their agenda? The ECW Tag Team titles? How about the NWA World Tag Team titles? And he comes down across the forehead. These two smell blood like a couple of piranha. They will not let up, and they will not let up until they are the NWA World Tag Team Champions. Tag back into Johnny Grunge. Cinched up. Overhead suplex. No, face first. Unbelievable.
Hey. This is the ECW where anything goes. But it's on his... I'm gonna tell you something right now. And you better let me good, boy. I don't care who you think you are. ECW Tag Team Champions, NWA World Champions. Nothing, nobody can do that to us. Do you understand, Mr. Commissioner?
Johnny Grunge, the setup reverse bulldog. This will be the 911. We will see Rocco. No. Rocco Rock not doing the front somersault. There's the tag. The Flyboy do it. Moonsault halfway across the ring. You can count to about 50. Well, these two had better be ready for the fight of their lives, because this Saturday night, they've got to face the Bruise Brothers at the ECW Arena, and that match is going to be messy. I predict blood. I predict violence. I predict carnage like we have never seen in tag team wrestling at the ECW Arena. And the fans are still chanting Jailbird.
That's a real moonsault. That ain't no put him in the corner. Just jump off the rope 3 feet. Next, NWA World Champion Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock. Nobody can stop us.
Yeah, how about the Bruise Brothers?
I contacted the NWA Board of Governors, as is their mandate, whenever an official, whether it referee or myself, has hands placed upon him, as I did tonight by the public enemy. And I'll tell you what...
My favorite homeboy, Mr. Commissioner. Can I offer you a cookie? You are
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news for you. That's right, very bad news for you.
We're going to jail.
Oh, no, you're not going to jail.
No jail?
No, you're not going to jail.
Oh, he's suspended again.
Oh, no, you're not suspended.
Not suspended?
No, I'm going to waive that suspension, and what I'm going to do is put you two in a match. February 5th, no rules.
Oh, no rules.
No rules.
No rules. You sure no rules?
Yeah, no rules.
5'10", 200 pounds.
Oh, you're close. Oh, gentlemen, you're close, but not 5'10". Two wrestlers, 6'10". The Bruise Brothers.
Oh, the Bruise Brothers,
The Bruise
Johnny.
Brothers.
The Bruise Brothers!
The Bruise
The
Brothers.
Bruise Brothers, the guys that were too violent for the Smoky Mountain Federation.
But not too violent for ECW.
Oh, Johnny, what are we gonna do? They're big. Oh, they're so big. What are we gonna do, Johnny? Can you call the police, maybe? Oh, suspension ain't so bad, Mr. Gordon. Suspension bet you
February 5th, the Blues Brothers.
The Bruise Brothers. No rules, Johnny. No rules. No rules. Fly girl Lorena got away with it, Rocco. And we can too. No rules. Brothers, you may be big. You may be bad. They say the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And if we ask you, Blues Brothers, you'll say you hardly ever fall. But you do fall. One way or the other.
Wayne Gill trying to get an early advantage. Plays to the right hand. Wayne Gill going to the top. Going for it all. I don't think so. Up and down. What a maneuver. That's a cover. And that's a pinfall. This man is a monster. Paul E. Dangerously is overjoyed by his new find, but quite frankly, I find this whole situation very distressful. It's obvious this man will do whatever Paul E. tells him. The question is, what does Paul E. have in store for this huge man as Gill goes up and down once again on the back of his head? Wayne Gill is out.
You need to call 911. Ready? 911. Hello? I got a dead body here. Yes, come on. Get up in there. You know that? Come on.
As I said, this man's stature and power are not half as frightening as the man who controls him, Paul E. Dangerously. What are his plans for Sabu's handler? Is he a future champion? Is he a challenger? Is he a bodyguard? Is he a handler? Is he a thug? Is he a mercenary? This man will do whatever Paul E. Dangerously tells him, and that is what is most frightening about this entire situation. And no, not again. Please, somebody stop this man. Oh, my. Oh. Wayne Gill's head just bounced off the canvas. And the Psycho Yuppie continues his dominant ways here in Eastern Championship Wrestling. We'll find out who this man is this Saturday night. Okay, fans, one last time, let's run down that fantastic night of wrestling that you can see this Saturday night, February 5th at the ECW Arena. No holds barred, no rules. Tag team grudge match. The Public Enemy, Flyboy, Rocco Rock, and Johnny Grunge to face the Bruise Brothers, the team too violent for Smoky Mountain Wrestling. A double dog collar match as Jason's team of the Rockin' Rebel and the Pitbull face Iron Man, Tommy Cairo, and the Sandman. The ECW Tag Team titles will be on the line as champions Kevin Sullivan and the Tasmaniac, with women in their corner, will defend against Pat Tanaka and his hand-picked partner, the Sheik. Mr. Hughes, the Roughneck, with Jason, will face Wildman Sal Bellomo. J.T. Smith to face Awesome Mike Awesome. Tommy Dreamer will be here, and many, many more. And don't forget, we're going to find out who Sabu's handler is, and you're going to see a three-way heavyweight championship match. It's Terry Funk, it's Shane Douglas with Sherry, and it's Sabu with Paul E. Dangerously. And speaking of Paul E. Dangerously, he's standing by with final comments.
The franchise Douglas, the legendary Terry Funk, and Sabu. This Saturday night, Shane Douglas, this Saturday night, Terry Funk, is going to be the most miserable night of your life. Terry Funk, this is going to be more miserable for you than when you found out about your daughter's sacrifice in the backseat of her boyfriend's car. And as for you, franchise Shane Douglas, this is going to be more miserable for you than a Menendez family get-together. You might as well lie on your back with Lorena Bobbitt sleeping next to you, because this is going to be more torturous for the two of you than a night of WCW pay-per-views. This is going to be the end of you, Terry Funk. This is going to be the end of you, Shane Douglas, because this Saturday night, we are going to wheel Sabu out to the ring and finally let it all come out. All the rage for you, Terry Funk. All the hatred for you, Shane Douglas. There's going to be so much hatred inside that building. There's going to be so much bloodthirst inside Sabu's heart. There is going to be so much aggression that he's going to finally want to let out, that we are going to bring to you people more violence than the United States Figure Skating Association.